Nelson Mandela was born in a small village, Kunu it was called, a beautiful place in the Eastern Cape. This was in 1918. He was given the name Rolihlahla, it means troublemaker. Little did they know how true that name would become. Mandela's father was a chief. He taught Mandela about leadership, but his father died when Mandela was young. A kind regent took care of him. He went to a local school. There he learned about the world beyond his village. Mandela was a bright student. He went on to a boarding school. Later he attended Fort Hare University. This is where he studied law. He met many future leaders there. He also began to see the injustices faced by black South Africans. Mandela joined the African National Congress, or ANC. It was 1944. The ANC fought for equality. They opposed apartheid. Apartheid was a system of segregation and discrimination in South Africa. It treated black people as inferior. Mandela knew this was wrong. He wanted to change it. Mandela became a leader in the ANC. He spoke out against apartheid. He helped to organize protests. He fought for the rights of all South Africans. But the government was harsh. They cracked down on the ANC. Mandela and others were arrested. They were charged with sabotage and other crimes. Mandela knew they had to fight back. He and his comrades decided to go underground. They formed Umkhonto we Sizwe. It means Spear of the Nation. This was the armed wing of the ANC. They sabotaged government buildings. They fought against apartheid. Section 4. The Long Walk to Freedom. In 1964, Mandela and several others were arrested again. This time they were sentenced to life in prison. Mandela spent 27 years in prison. He endured hard labor. He was separated from his family and friends. He was kept on Robben Island, a harsh prison. But Mandela's spirit never broke. He became a symbol of hope. People around the world called for his release. They opposed apartheid. They sang songs for Mandela. They demanded freedom for South Africa. Section 5. A New Dawn for South Africa. In 1990, after years of campaigning, Nelson Mandela was released from prison. He was 71 years old. He emerged a free man. The world celebrated. Mandela's message was one of forgiveness and reconciliation. He wanted to build a new South Africa, a South Africa free from apartheid. Mandela worked with the government. They ended apartheid. He helped to establish democracy in South Africa. In 1994, South Africa held its first free and fair elections. Nelson Mandela was elected the first black president of South Africa. Section 6. Mandela's light shines on. Nelson Mandela was an inspiration. He fought for justice. He spent his life working for equality. He showed the world the power of forgiveness. He led South Africa from the darkness of apartheid to the light of democracy. Mandela's legacy lives on. He is remembered for his courage, his determination, his commitment to freedom. He showed us what one person can do. He showed us the power of hope. He showed us that even in the darkest of times, we must never give up on our dreams.